Welcome to all who are here today. Let me thank the officers of the APO ETA Alumni Association who will graciously officiate the necrological services. Taking the role of prefect from batch half a deck 1968, our guest speaker from Las Vegas, Brad Fred Cabling. Taking the role of scribe from batch 1 for the road 1990-A is our Alumni Association 1990s Decades representative, Brother Gold Baria. For Auxiliary Chancellor and batch Luciat Lux 13, 1974-D, we have our Alumni Association Executive Vice President, General George Joji Segovia. And taking the role of Prime Chancellor, batch Marca Demonio M16 1973-A, our Alumni Association President, President Larry Salazar. I am John Lasaka, batch Black September 1081 1972-B, taking the role of Grand Chancellor as our Alumni Association Chairman. Brothers and sisters, in deference to the solemnity of our rituals, we shall mute everyone except the actual participants. After everything, you are welcome to stay, hang out, and greet each other. Why do we conduct rituals? When words are inadequate, have a ritual, said an unknown author. Rituals are symbolic activities that help us, together with our families and friends, express our deepest thoughts and feelings about life's most important events. Baptism celebrates the birth of a child and that child's acceptance into the church family. Birthday parties honor the passing of another year in the life of someone we love. Weddings publicly affirm the private love shared by two people. The funeral ritual, too, is a symbolic means of expressing our beliefs, thoughts, and feelings about the death of someone loved. Rich in history and rife with symbolism, the funeral ceremony helps us acknowledge the reality of the death, gives testimony to the life of the deceased, and encourages the expression of grief in a way consistent with APO's values. We now go into the rituals proper. Beloved brothers and sisters in Alpha Phi Omega, and dear friends and fellow mourners, we have gathered here on this sad occasion in the manner and character of Alpha Phi Omegans to manifest our grief and sorrow at the death of our kind. It is now our responsibility as his brothers and sisters to offer up our sincerest respect and fondest affection for the very last time to him who has been one of us. Before we proceed in this, our most somber undertaking, I call on the brother scribe to invoke the guidance of the Supreme Being.
Almighty, all-powerful, and all-merciful God, the Supreme Grand Chancellor of all true Alpha Phi Omegans, we most humbly and reverently implore your guidance at this hour of our bereavement. Grant that our departed Brother Menggie Cobarrubias may be worthy of your compassion, and that, as he crosses the threshold of the great beyond, the gates of heaven will open and permit him to enter to join our brothers and sisters who have gone before us. Until then, O Lord, strengthen us and give us the courage to bear the unbearable. Amen.
Brother Scribe, let us be acquainted once more with our departed friend and brother. You will now read from the sacred roll of honor.
Domingo Menggie Cobarrubias was named after his grandfather, Domingo Guzman Cobarrubias. Born on 10 August 1953 in Canlubang, Calamba City, in Laguna, the second offspring of Lorenzo Oliveros Cobarrubias and Virginia Meneses. He had 4 siblings, Plenny, Manny, Tommy, only sister Ginger, and Lawrence. Menggie went to the Santa Cecilia Catholic School in Canlubang, then to UP Preparatory School in Manila. He finished his Bachelor of Arts degree in Philosophy at UP Diliman in 1977. He caught the acting bug and took up theater arts courses as electives. Menggie joined Alpha Phi Omega at Eta Chapter UP Diliman in 1970 with ID number 26496, belonging to Batch Hilltop 411. He briefly assumed the position of acting Prime Chancellor. Early in his Diliman years, Menggie was already a film and stage actor, starting as Gurong Gurong in Ricaredo de Betillo's play entitled The Heart of Emptiness is Black. He was cast in 2 famously controversial films, Sakada and Hubad na Bayani, which were banned during martial law. To promote Hubad na Bayani, Menggie helped start a fraternity prank, which featured 2 APO broads running a short distance called streaking inside the UP campus. This was the forerunner of the now famous and often imitated Oblation Run. Since 1974 in college, Menggie became an actor in film, television, and theater, a voice talent, and by popular demand, due to his acting prowess, wit, humor, and amiable demeanor, a master of ceremonies in many events. In July 1988, Menggie, together with 6 co-founders, including Brother Wilfredo Cabicaballa, established the UP Barkada, a pioneering group of different alumni fraternities whose love for golf led to a lot of goodwill and fellowship, which, more often than not, resolved conflicts among fraternity residents in UP Diliman. A man with such passion for acting, Brother Menggie would naturally be recognized for his hard work. He was a recipient of the following: the 1979 Gawad Urian Award for Best Supporting Actor for a Lino Broca film, Jaguar. Q Cinema International Film Festival's Pylon Best Actor Award for Mauban, Ang Resico in 2014. Nominated for Best Performance by an Ensemble at the Young Critic Circle Award in 2016. Nominated for Best Actor at the Sinag Maynila Film Festival in 2016. Nominated for Best Supporting Actor at the European Philippine International Film Festival in 2018. Nominated for Best Performance by an Ensemble at the Young Critic Circle Award in 2018. Nominated for Outstanding Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role at the FAMAS Awards in 2018. His illustrious acting career was made out of 114 films, 1 short film, Gulis, in 2019, 58 television shows, and many long-running teleseries, a documentary, Kapatiran, in 2015, and many theater performances with the UP Repertory Company, Dulang UP, and UP Playwrights Theater. Menggie was a go-to actor for character roles. His voice demanded listening and attention. He brought stature and dignity to the roles of many professionals: teacher, priest, policeman, politician, businessman, president. A character actor par excellence, whose generosity touched many lives. He took the four fields of APO service to heart, helping and serving the Tarukan Eta community in Kapas Tarlac. Tarukan was the location of his film Crazy Beautiful You in 2015. Menggie was 66 years old at the time of his passing last 26 March 2020 at 8:20 in the morning at the Asian Hospital and Medical Center in Muntinlupa, an early and unfortunate victim of the coronavirus. His remains were cremated on Friday, March 27, 2020. He is survived by his loving wife, Gina Jorge, and son Gino, Adrian, and Johan. Loving husband, father, a good friend to everyone, protector of the weak, philanthropist, advocate, a pioneer, a true Boy Scout, and a towering Alpha Phi Omegan. You are sorely missed, Brother Menggie.
The memory of our dear departed brother Menggie has been refreshed in our minds. Let us now proceed with the solemn duty we owe to our dead.
When Brother Menggie was thus alive and amongst us, the spirit of service burned warmly in his heart, and he committed himself to a lifelong dedication of looking out for the welfare and well-being of others, putting his own personal interests last of all. In his way, he contributed his share in serving humanity. In memory of our Brother Menggie and his unselfish sympathy to his fellow men, we offer the candle of service, a sacred principle in Alpha Phi Omega and a sacred part of his life.
The best way to have friends is to be one. So our ritual tells us. Our brother Menggie had extended the hand clasp of friendship to everyone. As we accepted him into the circle of our fraternal fellowship, so did he also accept us as his brothers and sisters. As we shared the good times, so we also shared the bad. We became a part of him, and he became a part of us when he touched our lives in a very special way. And as his admission amongst us added strength to our great fraternal chain, so did his death weaken and subtracted one link in our sacred union. In memory of the brotherhood we shared, we offer the candle of friendship.
Our brother Menggie joined the fraternity of leaders, though he was a leader in his own right. In Alpha Phi Omega, his inherent and natural skills to take the initiative and practice resourcefulness was honed and sharpened to its fullest potential. Unafraid to take the first step and to take and assume full responsibility for one's actions, these are the lessons taught to us as a great principle in Alpha Phi Omega's leadership. On our brother Menggie's passing to the eternal void, a pillar has been struck down on the house of Alpha Phi Omega, and one of the links that tightly bind our fraternal chain is severed. And now our brotherhood is at a loss. In memory of him who had been a leader amongst us, we offer the candle of leadership. Brother Prefect, you will now perform your duty.
The angel of death has once again visited the house of Alpha Phi Omega. His irresistible clutch has snatched from our midst a brother, dearly beloved and greatly respected. Sorrow, sorrow, sorrow. No words can possibly describe our grief, and no assurance can contain us in this great loss. Tragedy has descended upon us, and not even the loving arms of friends and brothers can prevent the harbinger of horror to take away the life of a fellow Alpha Phi Omegan. The circle is broken. The triangle is dented. The dark, ominous clouds have shrouded our blue horizon, and our golden sun has disappeared for the time being. Even its bright rays cannot penetrate the gloom of this sad occasion. Alas, for the moment, the lights of Alpha Phi Omega are extinguished, and our beloved fraternity plunges into darkness.
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 There's nothing more that can be done but to accept the will that is more powerful than ours. As mere creation of a supreme creator, it is our fate to submit to the will and pleasure of the Almighty Being, whom we owe our existence. Such is our fate, the Lord given and the Lord taken away. I draw the sword in salute. I return the sword back to order.
This fraternity pin is the symbol of our fraternal tie and the bond that unites us in friendship and brotherhood. This emblem of our strength and union now becomes, on this sad occasion, the emblem that symbolizes the last act we offer to his memory that he was once one of us. We now offer this pin, dear Brother Menggie, in testimony of our enduring love and respect for you. The duties we owe to our dear dead have been observed. The last wishes of our brother Menggie has been faithfully fulfilled. And although we part in sorrow at the loss of one of our own kind, we take comfort and consolation in the belief that in due time we ourselves shall cross the great beyond and join them in the eternal fellowship in the grand celestial chapter above.
The light of service is extinguished, and we mourn the death of our friend.
The light of friendship is extinguished, and we grieve for the passing of our fellow brother.
So is the light of leadership also extinguished, and we greatly deplore the loss of one of our leaders. Goodbye, dear friend. Goodbye, dear brother. Brothers and sisters, our beloved APO Toast Song.
Alpha, Phi, Omega, all fraternity. Brothers clasped in hands, all brothers, strong the circle be. Ever mindful, ever serving all humanity. Now we raise our grateful voices in our song to thee. True to Alpha, Phi, Omega, may we always be. May we always be.
Being part of the entertainment industry too, I've crossed paths with Menggie for so many times, and we both always looked forward to working together. We took great pride and happiness whenever we shared the same stage or shared the same advocacy, and he always showed it to me, on stage and backstage. A true professional, we also shared our fun and frustrations in our chosen careers. Our conversations would almost always end with questioning each other. Brad, bakit napakarami nating shows pero wala naman tayong pera? But we always knew the answer. We both shared a strong affection for people in need, for those who need our services, our friendship, our talent. And we usually rendered them for free, gratis et amore. I am sure our wives worried a lot about how to make ends meet, but we always managed. By the grace of God, for every advocacy that we did, there would always be a good paying project that would be given to us. Menggie cared for performers, musicians included. He made it a point to acknowledge the band in a fundraiser, say hello and speak to the pianist and singer in a fundraiser, and remind everyone to listen to the performers, knowing how hard they prepared for such event. Menggie appreciated. I can go on and on extolling the many virtues of our esteemed brother, but suffice it to say that Menggie was one person whom I admire most and respect so much. Someone who gave so much of himself in whatever he did. A leader, a friend, and a servant. Brother Menggie, you are one of the reasons why I believe in heaven. In behalf of the officers of the Alumni Association, our rituals team, the brothers and sisters of APO ETA, and the Lasata family, we embrace Gina and Gino, Adrian and Johan, as we remember Brother Menggie. God bless you. God bless your family. The necrological rites are completed. Some of our brothers, Menggie's former schoolmates and friends, will now share how he touched their lives in more ways than one.